Midlife Matters, where we celebrate women's wisdom and wit. I'm Georgian Lussier, your host, and I am delighted to introduce today's guest, Frances Trelease. Fran is a communications professional with an MBA. She's a professor. She provides communication services. She was a journalist for many years, and looking into the future, she is launching a new venture called the Boomer Den.
In a culture where we idolize the youth. Mm-hmm. And I think that that's a perception that needs to change, because you're not done at 40. You're not done at 50. You're not done at 60. You're active and vital as long as you want to be. And there is still a bias. There always will be a bias. And I'm hoping that's one of the things that I can help change, because it's not a fair representation of this age group. The Boomer Den idea was sort of came around gradually, and it stemmed from the 15-plus years that I've been an adjunct lecturer, and I think because so many of my students are the non-traditional age, and I've gotten to know them, and I hear their stories, and a lot of people, men and women, they come back to school because they're at a certain juncture in their lives, whether the kids are grown or a spouse became unemployed, or even if they were widowed, for whatever reason, they want to start new. And for some of them, that means coming back and earning an associate's or a bachelor's that they hadn't done before. But I also, for others, they don't know how to go back. Okay, there's something I always wanted to do, but I don't know how to get from point A to point B. And I think that Boomer Den came from just hearing a lot of those stories and recognizing that there should be tools to help people in their midlife take that next step, just as the recent graduate, the 22-year-old who goes out there and finds out what opportunities are available. I think the same pathway should be available to someone who's 50, 55, 60. So that's where the idea came from.
Okay, and so what is the Boomer Den?
Oh, okay. It's what it is. It's built on the traditional intern model. The difference is Boomer Den specifically seeks to help the demographic, the baby boomer demographic, or a little bit younger, 45, 50 and older, who want to explore an encore career. They want to start over. So what Boomer Den does is it provides that same service for them as the person who is just going out there in the workforce for the first time and starts an internship. It's the same kind of service. Bringing people in to talk to businesses, to learn from them. What Boomer Den does is it creates 12-week internships where a business brings someone on, and the agreement is they teach them, they give them a test run. This is what this industry is about. This is what's involved. This is how you do it. And they take them under their wing and teach them. The intern in exchange is there to provide time and assistance and to help them. And so in that way it becomes a partnership. At the end of the 12 weeks, the intern can say, this is for me. Gee, it's not what I thought. They can pursue full-time employment in that field. They can choose to try something else. So it's what I'm trying to do is help this age group find a low-risk, safe way to take that next step into something new while it's helping businesses.
Do you think learning styles play a part in how much people are likely to be in sync with one another? Say it's a one-on-one.
Learning styles do play a role because people learn in different ways. For example, a lot of the adult students that I teach, they learn by doing. They learn by actually communicating and hearing themselves talk and express ideas versus learning from a book or just listening passively to someone.
And so I'm interested in what you think some of the common barriers are that people face that prevent them from being as effective as they'd like to be.
I think it's a lot of what our own perceptions that we bring in. We go in sometimes with distractions. We're not really focused on what we're talking about, and a lot of all types of interference get in the way, and they prevent you from having point A become point B. There's just a lot of interference that runs in the way. So a lot of it is just knowing what you're trying to communicate, focusing on it, knowing who you're talking to, and making sure that what you say translates effectively. It's really some simple tools, but for a lot of people it takes just a refresh on being able to focus on your goal and sort of remove the distractions. And I want to help this age group.
you.